Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and I really think you guys are going to enjoy this video. In this video, I talk about 5 tricks, and they go from, there's also some bonus ones in there too, I guess you could say, but they go from really advanced to medium advanced, and these are tips and tricks that you don't have to be a pro to do this. All you have to do is practice your building in Playground. I slow it down, and I give you guys a step-by-step guide on how to do some of these building tricks that you see these professional streamers and professional players do, and I really break it down. Now, in order to do this on PC, of course, it's super easy with the keybinds, but I'm on console. I'm a PS4 player, and I'm able to do all of this. I just run simply Builder Pro, and if you're not on Builder Pro by now, I think Builder Pro is the best out of you. Of course, if you run some custom thing and it works for you, stick with that, but Builder Pro is the way that I'm able to do all this stuff. Without Builder Pro, this might be like 30 times as hard on console, so I 100% recommend that. Anyway, I think you guys will 100% enjoy this video. It was an absolute smacker, and I am still doing giveaways for the Season 6 Battle Passes and for V-Bucks codes. So if you guys want a chance to enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, comment down below where you play Fortnite. New winners will be announced in a couple of days. Smack that like button, guys. I really do think that this was a great video. Let's go for 1,000 likes or something like that, and then enjoy it, guys. Alright, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and we are going to be showing you guys some techniques. You guys may know this one already. You know, I'm going to be showing you guys a multitude of a bunch of different building tricks you can do, and you can do these on console as long as you're on Builder Pro. So the first one is going to be pretty simple. It's just a triple reinforce. So everyone knows about this build, right? Boom, boom, boom. We're basically, this is really easy, ramping and then reinforcing your walls, but this can still be shot down very easily unless they're right at the perfect angle. So this is the triple where you go this, floor, that. So I'll do it slow to start out, and all you have to focus on is looking down when you do the floor, and you can do it full speed fairly easily. I'm on console, I'm on PS4. You can see you can do that full speed very easily, and basically with that one, you're obviously a lot more reinforced. You know, it's going to use more mats. The key is just looking down and always go ramp, floor, wall. I find that's the easiest way to do it on console, all right? So that is the first sort of trick. But then at that one, there still is a possibility they could get a good angle on you and only have to shoot down, you know, a little bit of your walls. So there's another way you can do, which is basically the same thing, which we'll go over here so we have more room. Basically the same thing, right? The triple reinforce. This is like once you master that. But then also blocking off the side of where you're going. So it looks like this. I'm doing it slow so everyone can see. You can see then if an enemy was up there, this is a lot more of a useful trick because then I'm blocking that off as well. So basically that's how you can do it. It is a little bit more difficult to do at full speed here because you have to block that off. Oops. You see, it is a little bit more difficult, but you can do it. But it is a little bit more difficult to do, and you can do that on either side. So that is a very good trick, and that's the first one here with the triple reinforcing and the reinforcing to the side. Practice this in Playground. You should be able to figure out how to do it fairly easily on that first one. Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to show you guys the next one, which this one is going to be what I call 90-degree turns. Now, there's a multitude of ways to do it, but basically this is a strategy to get high ground fast, right? So if you want to get high ground fast, the easiest way is just something like this, right? But if you want to do that while also creating distance between your enemy and different stuff like that, this is what a 90-degree turn will look like. So what you want to do is when you run it up a ramp, okay, when you get to the top left, you can simply, by looking down, place a floor underneath you, and then a ramp underneath you, and basically switch directions like that. So by doing that, you can see it's a fast way to switch directions. You can do it full speed. It is, see, sometimes you will mess up, but of course, this is something that if you can master, and you can do it even quicker, changing direction should be super easy. And that's sort of our second trick right here on how to build. That's definitely a 90-degree turn. If you can do that at full speed, just like that, you don't even have to be jumping because of that, which is good because when jumping, you can lose momentum and have to do lower jumps. So that is a good trick right there. And that's definitely what we'll say for the second trick right there. Alright, what is up guys? This next one I'm going to show you guys is going to be an extension of the right, the 90-degree turn, right? So the turn basically where you're going like this and doing that. The extension version of it is going to be the same thing basically where you run up to the top left, you look down, you place this, and you do floor, ramp, but then you also reinforce with another wall. Now this makes it a little bit tougher. You know, I'll do it in slow-mo first. Basically you're going like this, and it's a little bit different combo than you would normally do. Because, you know, so it takes a little bit to get used to, but this is basically the way you can take it to the next level, of course, and attempt to do this at max speed. You have to be looking down for all 3 of them, basically, right? So you get up to the top corner, you look down, 2, 3, and then you run again. But ideally, it's all in one motion as I fall off there. You know, ideally, you can make this basically all in one motion. Like that. It is kind of tough, but you can do it. And it takes some practice, but it's something that if you can get used to, you can absolutely dominate with that. So I want to give that as an extended version for people who have already mastered the basically the turn. Alright, welcome back, guys. On this one, I'm going to show you guys a way to get down off of high ground that, if you follow Fortnite, you probably know about this already, but a lot of people think this is just for, like, PC players or, like, professionals or something like that, which it really isn't. And this is something that, like, say I'm up, like, somewhere like here, right? I want to get down, whatever, we'll just say I can't get down because it's too high to drop, right? And you guys probably have seen this before. It involves jumping off the edge, placing a bunch of walls, and then catching yourself on a ramp like this, right? So basically what you want to do, and I got to make sure my ramps are turned the right way, is when you're jumping off, you pull out your builds first, jump, boom, and catch yourself just like that. Not too hard to do. We'll show you guys from another angle right here. And basically, the reason I like to jump is because you give yourself an extra second. So in a situation like this, I want to get down, jump, boom, just like that. You can get yourself down from high spots. And of course, it burns a lot of mats if you hold it like that. You can do it just by dropping off as well. You don't actually have to, you don't have to jump off. I just think that's the easiest way to do it myself. So you can drop or you can jump. Now, I wouldn't probably risk this if you're in a top 2 situation until you've practiced it and you know you can do it easily. But this is definitely an easy way to get down, you know? And just jumping, hold, and then boom. Because of turbo build, you just basically hold that. Make sure you have turbo building enabled and that you're holding that ramp. And that's just a super cool way to get down from anywhere where you're a bit too high up. Boom, just like that. Sometimes if you're too high, you're going to have to catch yourself multiple times because, you know, I couldn't have dropped from there anyway. But I think you guys get the gist of it. I think this is one that people will start using a lot more. Like, you know, normal players. Basically, the only drawback to this is that, yes, it's a little bit risky if you're up too high, you know. That's why I like to jump to give myself that extra second. Like, you don't have to jump, and if you want to be super quick, you can just spin around and do that. But jumping gives you that extra second, you know? And if your sensitivity is even higher than mine, it's a bit easier as well. But I think this is something you'll see people start doing a little bit more. The only downside is it does burn mats, but as long as you're not too high, it doesn't burn too many. So that is a good trick right there. Hope you guys can put that one to use. For this next one, I'm going to show you guys something a little bit more complicated, but a fun way to get down when you're up too high as well. And this one is different from the last one. Basically, what this one involves is when you're up too high, and if you have one of these ice traps, or whatever they're called, actually, these things, the chillers, if you jump like this, you reverse and place, basically, you don't even have to switch anything. You just jump and you catch yourself. It's not too risky. Usually, back in the day, you could bounce pad off of this, which was great. Now you can't bounce pad. So what you can do, though, is when you go up, you jump, you catch yourself, and you place one of these, and you move, and then you hold this. And as you guys can see, a great way to get down fast, and kind of a fun way to do it as well. Only problem is once you do get down, you're still going to be sliding. But if you need to get down from high ground fast and someone is shooting you down, there's probably no quicker way to do it than that or the other way. You know, both these ways work great. It just all depends on what you want to do. Alright, what is up, guys? This next one I'm going to show you guys is a little more practical. Let's move out of Tilted a little bit here to get some more space. But this is one that's going to happen every single game for you guys, pretty much, if you guys, you know, are playing Fortnite the normal way. And in a build fight, people are going to try to ramp up, and sometimes they will get height advantage on you. And I'll show you what are a couple things you can do when that does happen. Let's grab a gun for this demonstration, and let's show you guys. So, basically, if you're in a build fight, right, and I'm building like this is how a build fight starts. And the other player is going to be over here. And when we see each other and decide to go for the build fight, you know, it's going to be like that. So he's going to be building right here. Boom. And boom. If he gets that ramp up above you, at this point, there's a couple of options you can do. Number one is you just... Obviously, this will be easier when it's not built. But you spray down his build, right? That can work. You can spray down his build. He might edit himself down. Who knows? But other ways to do it, what you want to do is when they do get above you, you want to slow them down. And how to slow them down is with these cones. And the reason why cones are so good is, look, I'm this far back, and I can still place it. So if he's ahead of me, you shouldn't be losing the foot race by more than this, right? Like, look how far I can place this, right about here. As soon as you're onto that second ramp, right, or onto the ramp, and you can basically also do a jump and place that. And what that does is it blocks him off, and you can do a couple of things after that. You can either wall him in like that, and then trap. I don't, you know, and that's how you kill people with traps. Or another thing you can do, if we get rid of this, is even if I just block him off, you know, I jump, block him off with that, then you can boom, and spin it around on him. Quick height advantage up on him. So coning people is a pretty good strategy, and it is pretty easy. All you have to do is get good at hitting that cone placement, which really isn't too hard because of how good it is. So you just have to, you know, if it's up there like that, you're coming up. You just have to, you can jump and try to cone them off. And the reason why the cone is so good is because the distance is farther than that thing can go, right? So jumping and coning people is great because what you can do with cones is, of course, then, you know, destroy them. Another thing with cones that people, I mean, you guys probably already know this, but if you're ever running up high like this and you don't want to get shot down, you can basically double up everything like this, you know, just by spamming back and forth with those. Makes them have to shoot down 2 layers, and this is a good way to hold height advantage. It does make the run a little bit janky. I'm sure most of you guys probably already know this one by now, but that's basically what you can do, and some of the tricks you can do in this game. Pretty cool stuff, right? Hopefully these building tricks do help you guys out. They're nothing insane, but I think for your casual player, your average player, even a good player, these can help you out, and these can actually change your game. So thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like on this thing, subscribe if you guys are new. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace.